Seconds. Hello everyone, welcome to another Global Mass Meditation Live. We're early. This never happens. It's exciting.
We're definitely excited to be here. I'm Kelly. This is my divine counterpart, David. If you don't know us and you're just joining us for the first time, happy Lunar New Year, everybody.
What does that mean? Oh, there's Kuldeep. Hi, Kuldeep.
Hi, Kuldeep.
We enjoyed a wonderful breakfast with Kuldeep a few days ago.
It was so good to see you. Thank you. We're connecting with our spiritual fam out in the real world, people that we've just met online through our meditations. So that's exciting. And we're going to do a little event coming up, our first one. We're having our New Year's party in person with some of our spiritual friends.
We are.
We're not actually celebrating that until after the spring equinox. So that'll be after the next meditation. Then we're going to have our little party. But I feel like, we've been in 2024. It seems like it's kind of flying through. Like, I can't believe it's already February, middle of February, February 10th. But this is feeling like we're just kind of like kicking off the new year now. Like, it's Lunar New Year. Then we've got spring equinox. I know a lot of spiritual people celebrate the new year around this time, or around spring, or even as late as April 1st. So let us know in the chat when you guys celebrate the new year and how you've been feeling, because I know this week has been really intense. Did you hear about that solar flare that came in yesterday?
No, but Laura says, my God, I'm so emotional tonight.
Okay, X-class solar flare 3.4. So that's like one of the craziest solar flares, like the strongest solar flares that we've ever experienced. So yeah, we're just continuing on with these intense shift energies. And
I'm not going to worry about it until it gets to 11:11.
David woke up yesterday. He was feeling it. He woke up and
Went to bed, yeah.
About an hour later, he's like, I'm going back to sleep, and immediately had a nap after he woke up.
2 hours, yeah. Oh, it's crazy. No, it's a dance right now between letting go of the human beliefs and dying daily to self. As a message from the Creator today, actually, that I'm going to share with you in the second half of our meditation tonight. We've got a very special one planned, but also dancing with staying and embracing the human side, not ignoring these things and bringing the two together to move forward. And it's quite a balance to juggle, but we're all just doing it in our own different ways. And I think the energies are very strong in our physical bodies right now. I do feel them. But at the same time, I'm very mindful not to let these things, affect me, affect us, and get caught up in the really essentially a passive victim mindset of things outside you affecting you. So yeah, we've got a very powerful meditation. We're going to get started in about 4 or 5 minutes. So get yourself sorted and ready for that. Get your headphones ready. We're going to be layering in some music as we normally do. If you do want to support us, thank you for all of your donations and things that you give us on our various platforms. We're very, very grateful. We do have, as you can see, a new background.
It's not a blank wall anymore.
It's not a blank wall. We have a tapestry, which is the Tree of Life. I'm going to bring it up on screen for you guys here. It's very, very cool. These tapestries come out amazingly.
Yeah, we absolutely love the print quality. It's huge. It's like the same size as like our king size bed. We laid it across and covered the whole thing like it was a...
Actually very surprised at the print quality of this. They're very, very good. You can have them in portrait, you can have them in landscapes up on the screen.
And you don't need to get one as big as we have. You can get all these different sizes. We just wanted one for an actual background for you guys so we could get rid of our blank wall.
Yeah, so go and check them out. $70, so it's roundabout cost price for us. But if you do want to support us, rather than making donations via our website, go over to our store and pick up something, and you can take it home with you. It credits us, so it's all sort of a win-win. That's what we prefer. But yeah, we're very excited to be here with you tonight. The Tree of Life is now behind us, and it's probably going to be with us for quite a while in these meditations to come.
Did you do a t-shirt?
No t-shirts today.
No?
No.
Oh, I thought you were going to do a dragon
I was going to do a dragon one, but I
t-shirt.
couldn't find something that I liked. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just reading in the comments. It seems like a lot of people are feeling these high vibrational energies. We have Thomas in the comments. He said he's like vibrating. He's having such a hard time maybe staying grounded. I'm not sure. I met a girl the other day and she was such a high vibrational being. She said that she needed to ground herself. So she was eating like a lot of like really greasy food and even ordered an alcoholic beverage like just to ground herself like during our lunch. I thought that was pretty funny, but we do plan on doing a lot of grounding in tonight's meditation, so hopefully this will help you know, give you that same effect, that same grounding feeling without having to put any toxins in your body.
Right, guys, let's get started. Let's get cracking. It's 3 minutes past 7.
Perfect.
We're just blessed to have you all with us, about 140 of you almost.
Amazing. And we do usually go for about an hour, these meditations. So make sure you use the washroom, grab Kleenex, grab water, crystals, whatever you need to meditate with. And we broadcast to a few channels, which will get cut off after the live stream. So if you're joining us from any other channel besides the Sunflower Life, we recommend that you come to the Sunflower Life official and watch the live stream here, because as soon as we're finished streaming the meditation, it's going to be taken off all of the other channels. So what channels are you streaming to tonight?
GFL and Above and Beyond.
Okay, sounds good.
We've only got 6 YouTube channels.
I just never know
Nothing
what
too
you're
crazy.
up to over there. David takes care of all the technical stuff, and we don't usually talk very much on these meditation days. We just kind of present. He brings in the masters. We work with a lot of the energies of the masters and the archangels, and then I do my part of the meditation. He does his part, and we just hope it's a very cohesive, channeled message for you guys tonight.
Yeah, so
With that said,
let's get started, guys. Let's get into the groove. Here comes some music.
oh, we've got people who work with the dragon energies in the chat tonight. Thank you so much for being here.
Let us know how that volume is, guys, on top or aligned with our voices, whether it needs to come down the music or go up. Let us know. I'm not going to begin until you let me know in the chat.
And we do love connecting with all of you on Instagram and social media and other platforms. So we are on Instagram at _sunflower_life. And anybody that gives us a follow from this meditation tonight will follow you back. We love connecting with soul family. So
Music a little lower.
yeah,
Okay, all
turn
sounds
the music
good.
down. We can't hear it.
Okay,
So definitely let us know if it's too high.
just turn it down. How does that sound? All clear? Somebody say all clear, somebody say too loud. But there's been 2 or 3 too loud, so...
Music
Okay, give it a sec. I've just turned it down.
too loud.
Takes about 20 seconds. There's a delay.
Absolutely. Again, if you can find us on social media, please send us your art, send us all kinds of stuff. We'll repost it.
Okay, I think that's good. Music, that sounds good. Christine, thank you. Okay.
All right, let's get settled and started.
So welcome all family of light. I invite you all to close your eyes in this 2-part meditation. What will be 3 parts I will begin. Kelly will have a part in the middle and I'll have a part at the end. If you have guides on the spiritual side of the light, invite them in now, bring them into your space as we get settled deeper and deeper. And we invite you to take 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 deep breaths. On the in-breath, realizing the presence of the divine, of God, of the Creator within your consciousness. And on the out-breath, sharing that love with all of creation, all the world. going deeper with every breath. Breathing in the Creator's presence into your consciousness, the awareness of truth, and breathing it out to creation. We call upon the archangels of the four directions to join us at this time, to hold the space for protection and love and light. Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Uriel. Join us on the four horizontal planes to hold the space. We ask for the presence of Jesus, the Christ, Saint Germain, the Loved One, Zoroaster, the King, Zarathustra, the Magi, Lao Tzu, the Old Sage, the Buddha, Babaji, the Eternal One, Lahiri Mahasaya, the Smiling Guru, Sri Yukteswar, the Teacher, Paramahansa Yogananda, the Gift, El Moria, the Lord of the First Ray, Kuthumi, the Great Guiding Light, Dwal Kul, the Master Teacher, Paul the Venetian, Serapis Bey, the Lord of Ascension, Hilarion, the Bringer of Joy, the English Master, Douglas Baker, the Keeper of this ashram, Sanat Kumara, the Planetary Logos, Amun-Ra, Vesta, Helios, the Solar Logos, Mary Magdalene and the High Priestess energies, Isis, the Great Mother, Quan Yin and the Dragon energies, Krishna, the Avatar, Aina, the Ninth Dimensional Guide, Mohammed, the Prophet, and Joshua, who walked with God, the Masters in us, Yowie in us, Saviors in us. Take a deep breath in through the nose and hold at the top. Activate the pineal. And when ready, release. Take another deep breath in when ready. Hold the breath. Activate the pineal, lighting up the cave. And when ready, release. And a final deep breath in. Hold at the top. Bring the pineal online, the divine antenna. And when ready, release. Let's go a level deeper. Family of Light.
Hello, family of light, and welcome to another global meditation. Thank you for your divine presence here tonight as we celebrate the Lunar New Year together, a brand new cycle symbolized by the wood dragon. The Lunar New Year always kicks off with a new moon cycle. And of course, if you follow the mainstream narrative, you would be inclined to believe the new moon is in Aquarius. But as you know, we are here to break the old patterns and belief systems. And as we look up at the stars, we can see this new moon is truly in Capricorn currently. And this new moon in Capricorn is really allowing us to lay the groundwork for our visions to become a reality over the next year. It is a potent time for ushering in change, new insights, and clarity. Remember, dear ones, we are always free to change where we want to go at any point. And we certainly don't have to have it all figured out right now. Tonight, we are just going to focus on how we want to feel over the next year and trust that all the details will fall into place. If you feel that the intensity is turning up, it is probably because you are very sensitive to the energies on the planet right now. Our solar logos, the sun, is releasing massive cosmic frequencies at this time, which are helping us to ascend to higher states of consciousness. And it is up to us to process and integrate these shifts. Getting out of our heads, out of the mental mind, and out of our thoughts will help. Getting quiet, sitting in stillness and in meditation is how we can best move through these highly intense periods. So this meditation tonight is all about helping us do just that. This meditation is for our own inner metamorphosis to take place, to support our own transformation process as we set the intention to find our balance between the divine masculine and feminine energies, to step into our authenticity, to lean deeper into our intuition, and to cultivate a stronger connection to our higher selves. The wood dragon is a mystical creature that can help adapt and transform energy, making now the perfect time for us to tap into this frequency to obtain assistance once again from Master Quan Yin and the vitality of the dragon. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Quan Yin, she is one of the great masters and is often perceived riding a dragon. The dragon energy is indeed very real, vibrating at a much higher frequency than our world has been for a very long time. And for that reason, we have not been able to see them, and they have faded into the realm of myth and fairy tale. Recently, however, as the collective vibration on the planet is rising, this amazing dragon energy is becoming available to us once again. The dragon has been with us long before the beginning of time and will remain with us long after the new earth is restored to its highest form. The dragon energy is immensely powerful, yet elegant and graceful. Quan Yin works closely with dragons for this reason, as she has a special role in bringing the divine feminine back into balance on Earth. And this year of the wood dragon is highly important in restoring the divine feminine to the collective consciousness. The rise of the Divine Feminine will be a powerful incorporation in each of our own individual evolutions. And the Wood Dragon and Quan Yin will be highly supportive for us in this energetic shift. 2024 is bringing the fire energy, as dragons can be associated with breathing fire. And just as wood feeds the fire, it will feed our inner fire in this new cycle. While the dragon itself symbolizes change and adaptation, the wood element signifies expansion and renewal, making this next year one to fully embrace transformation and personal growth. So let us take a few breaths together as we fully relax and go deeper. It is now time for us to go on a journey of self-discovery. On this journey, we will be supported by Master Quan Yin and the Wood Dragon as we go to discover more of our authentic self. Along the way, we will also be releasing old patterns and rebalancing ourselves physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Your journey begins under the energy of the new moon, a rich time to set any personal intentions of who you would like to be and how you would like to feel over the next complete lunar cycle. The time is ripe, and the pathway ahead is waiting for you to explore and find your authentic self. Imagine yourself now stepping out of your front door into a starry night. Gazing up at the moonless sky, you see a blanket of twinkling stars. It helps you to recall that you are a child of the universe, that you came to this earth to explore and discover. Suddenly, you're feeling the warmth of a divine feminine presence. When a light body begins to materialize before your very eyes, you recognize the presence as Quan Yin. She speaks and tells you, now is the time to honor your dreams and create the life you intend to live. To help you with this process, I have brought a very special friend to be with you on your journey. The Wood Dragon will take you to places you might not be able to go on your own. I encourage you to face the dragon with no fear. Right then, a magnificent dragon begins to materialize alongside her. She continues with more instructions. Allow yourself to stand before the Wood Dragon and gaze deep into its eyes as you prepare for the journey of transformation ahead. I call you to ride this dragon into places unknown to you, to explore your wisdom, to become a seeker of the truth and a fearless dragon rider. As you take a moment to look upon this marvelous dragon as it comes forth before you, visualize and notice its colors, beauty, and remarkable strength. Intuitively, you know this dragon can support you as it invites you to climb upon its back. You discover that by clinging to its scales, you can climb up quite easily. Once you are upon its back, you can feel its muscles expanding and contracting beneath your hands, when automatically your breath synchronizes with the dragon and you begin to breathe as one. Your energies meld, and you can feel the strength and power in this amazing creature. Before long, you are taking off high into the sky. The flight of the dragon is your opportunity to soar to new and expanded heights of awareness. This is the time for you to grow and change and trust that there is so much more for you in this lifetime. You came to Earth at this time for a reason. So now you are being asked and called upon to take in a more expansive view of your journey. As you continue along this dragon flight, flying high above the landscape, admiring the bigger picture and newfound perspective, you begin to feel lighter and more relaxed. Looking down upon the world from this magnitude is an absolute sight to behold. And the dragon's ability to cover ground is truly thrilling. It was a starry sky when you left your home, and now you are already catching the sun. You can begin to see the mountains and rivers and lakes, the sun reflecting and shimmering off the water, the deep colors of green and blue. You are not sure where in the world you are flying over, but it resembles what you know of Thailand. Somewhat of a paradise, steep mountain ridges and valleys, and dense forests. You are looking down on what appears to be the opening of a cave. And at the same time, your dragon banks, circles, and descends lower, gliding right into the entrance of the cave. It's warm, tropical, humid, and huge. The cave is like nothing you have ever seen before. Like a biodiverse scene from another planet. Plants, waterfalls, streams, flowers. The dragon is moving through the tunnel system with such confidence in its direction. Now, animals and wildlife are starting to appear the deeper you go into what appears to be a never-ending cave system. Nothing seems familiar. The wildlife is not recognizable to you, and the plant vegetation appears to be growing larger. And despite being so deep underground, there is surprisingly a lot of light. You don't know where it's coming from, but everything is getting lighter and lighter. The next thing you know, the cave disappears from around you, and the landscape completely opens up. The dragon has made it through the tunnel system, and it feels like you have arrived at your destination. As it's clear as day, there is a sun shining and a beautiful sky. But you know you are not on the surface of Earth, because the trees are unlike anything you have ever seen before. They are as wide as mountains and reaching thousands of feet into the sky. You're starting to piece it together, and intuitively, you know you are in the inner Earth. You cannot get over the magnitude of the trees. And as your line of sight is focused on the biggest one you see, the dragon's path aligns and takes you right towards it, finally landing at the base of the tree. Looking up from underneath this structure, you can't help but feel you're in the movie Avatar, when unexpectedly you notice there are other wood dragons up in the trees. This must be where they live, you think to yourself. Telepathically, the dragon answers you, "Yes, dear one, we have come to these underground centers and dwelled here to help heal, restore, and protect the Earth's treasures. We pride ourselves as guardians of Mother Earth, nature, and all living things." Instinctively, you have a deep knowing that this is a very sacred and spiritual place. You find yourself eager to connect with the energy here. You ask the wood dragon if you can touch the tree. His response is one of great liberation. "Yes, this is why I've brought you." The wood element is inviting you to stay grounded and clear amidst this year's strong energy. There is an exquisite balance here between the heavens and the earth, the ancient wisdom and new energy, a collaboration we are all encouraged to embody in this new year. Rooted in earth energy, grounding ourselves becomes essential in the wood year. To grow tall and strong and to stand in our authenticity like the sacred tree, we need to stay firmly rooted to the earth, to Gaia, and our energetic environment. To stay firmly rooted, we must cultivate routine practices that ground us in silence and stillness so that we are able to receive all that we need from within instead of seeking outside of ourselves. The dragon continues, reminding the importance of loving ourselves. For when we do so, we can collaborate fully with Spirit, with the collective consciousness, and with the divine energies at work. Here, the inner realm, is where we bring anyone who wants to work with these energies to create a new earth. You are starting to really understand why you have been brought here. You climb down off the dragon's back, immediately getting the feeling to remove your slippers and socks and ground with the earth beneath your feet. You've never had such a strong urge to dig your toes into the dirt and connect. The tree is calling you closer. You walk up and place your hand upon it. The feeling of oneness overcomes you, and you know the spirit of the tree is inviting you to sit down next to her. You sit down on the ground with your feet digging into the earth, your back leaning against the trunk of the tree, and your hands find the massive roots at the base of the tree going into the ground. You place your hands upon two roots on either side of you and close your eyes. The peace and stillness of this place is captivating. You can feel the sacred tree grounding itself, rooted firmly and growing tall, reaching for the heavens. You start receiving messages from the tree. You understand that it needs nourishment and care and the correct elemental balances to thrive. and you can see that it has everything it needs here in this place. The tree recognizes and reminds you that you are one and that you also need nourishment, care, and balance in order to thrive. The sacred tree is representing everything the wood dragon symbolizes: transformation, growth, and balance. Its energy is encouraging us to embrace change, honor our own inner energies, and seek harmony between the divine masculine and feminine. You can feel the tree telling you to give yourself plenty of time to sit with your soul, telling you nothing is missing within you, you are whole, and that there is a rebirth taking place within. And the tree is here to embrace you as you are lifting in confidence, consciousness, and frequency. This year is all about nourishing your soul and putting the spirit first. When your spirit is a priority, you can easily set boundaries and avoid anything that depletes your energy. Let us focus on nurturing our connection with Mother Earth, grounding and harmonizing ourselves with the energies of the emerging new Earth, beckoning us to usher in transformative light codes. Grant yourself the gift of space. Practice honesty in your self-reflection and maintain unwavering dedication to your intentions and aspirations. Remember, you are complete, deserving, and whole. The approaching year of the wood dragon will only amplify your sense of wholeness, empowering you to stand firmly in your truth like never before. Your body is relaxed. Your mind is clear. There is a feeling, a vision. A ball of light is sparking inside of your heart and growing to fill your entire body. Now the light begins to spread outside of your body, filling the entirety of the tree. Now the light from your body and the tree begins to flow down into the roots of the tree, penetrating and sending fibers of light down into the earth, moving deeply through the dirt, passing through the worms and the layers of soil, rock, minerals, crystals, and gold. You notice that feeling of being so connected with the earth. It is the same force and vibration as unconditional love. It's the connective energy that supports all things, and it is pulsing through you and out from you, reminding you that you are the very source of it. Through your love light, you are stabilizing something deep within the core of the earth, in the heart of Gaia. She recognizes you and knows exactly who you are. Now that this balancing and stabilization is taking place, you are being called to send a dome of light up above where you are. This dome is an umbrella of energy under which you are currently being inspired. Everything that you think, you energize into form. So please, free yourself from all burdens and reimagine the earth as a splendid place within existence. See yourself dwelling in harmony amidst the splendor. And so it is. And with that, a bright violet blue light bursts, filling the dome. And as you open your eyes, a portal appears in front of you. You know it is time to enter the portal.
So let us take a moment just to anchor in those energies. Feel them resonating deep within. For the final part of tonight's meditation, we shall go on a journey to the center of the universe, to the grand central sun, to receive a message that was received today from the Creator, specifically for the family of light. Every word in this message is encoded with special triggering frequencies of love light energy. So it is requested that you share it with whoever you choose. So when you're ready, enter the portal. And when you do, you are transported instantly to a giant crystalline pyramid of light at the center of the universe and the grand central sun, opened up and prepared specifically for tonight's meditation. And in the center of this great pyramid of light is a quartz crystal table. All your guides and your team are here to help you receive and anchor this message. So walk on through and sit down upon the table and relax. Take a couple of deep breaths. And let us receive this message from God with an open heart and a willingness to serve. Beloved ones, you are in the quiet dawn of your awakening. So let me, the voice of all that whispers of infinite possibilities and boundless love, remind you of the eternal truth that I am indeed your individual consciousness in part, and you in your magnificent essence are an extension of me. The birth of your physical body or your birthday, as you know it, is not your actual birthday, for you are born from the very fabric of the cosmos, a unique expression of divine love and infinite intelligence, destined to shine your light across the tapestry of creation, and this took place in a space without time or boundary. You could say then that it is your birthday every day. I recommend you ponder this often. And although it is fine to honor your earth age, the age of your physical vessels, know that if you are hearing this message, you are heading into a reality where age simply matters not. This you may know by the term dying a little daily to the self. For at this time of your journey, letting go of your adopted earth human beliefs is of paramount importance if you want to realize your full potential in the days and months ahead, my Divine One. You are the leaders of a new era, the ones aware of a truth that others have not yet remembered, and as such, a responsibility lies upon you and other members of the family of light to step forward at this time, to stop, shall I say, playing it small, and remember, you are a child of the divine. As you stand at the threshold of a new dawn on your beloved earth home, let me guide you towards the realization that the human mind, with its maze of logic and fear, cannot fathom the depths of the mysteries that you are indeed meant to live and express. The solutions you seek in your everyday life, the peace you yearn for, cannot be found in the tumult of worldly thoughts, but only in the serenity of divine surrender. It is time, dear one, to cease the endless striving of your human intellect and let the glorious dance of divine reliance take place. Trust in me, the Creator, your divine essence, to make all the crooked places straight for you and for the highest good of all. As you lean more into my presence, into the wisdom that permeates every particle of your being, you will witness the unfolding of what will seem like miracles in your everyday life. Paths will clear, doors will open miraculously, and the highest good for you and all will manifest with effortless grace. For it is true, when you and others tune more into me, into the divine, a great new web of cosmic brilliance is activated. This is the promise of your faith, the testament of your divine heritage and your connection to me. So let me give you two practices before we leave tonight. The first to begin your day and end the day with, and the second to do whenever you wish. To supercharge your day and to supercharge your subconscious time when you dream, shall we say, to anchor yourself in the power of your divine identity, make a note of these 5 key I am statements after this meditation. Let they be your morning mantra, your sacred invocation of the dawn. I am the presence of divine love, awakening within me, guiding my every step. I am the light of infinite intelligence, illuminating the truth in every situation. I am the harmony of the cosmos, bringing peace to my heart and the world around me wherever I go. I am the abundance of the universe, manifesting my needs effortlessly and joyously. I am the strength of eternal spirit, overcoming any challenge with grace and courage. I invite you to let these affirmations be the first thoughts that greet your consciousness each morning. Write them down somewhere where you can see them easily, setting the tone for a day lived in alignment with your highest self and with me. Do not just say them, take the time to feel them. The second practice I will give you tonight is one of divine connection with me. It is to get used to allowing me on the scene in your human earthly life more and more. In doing so, you will indeed witness more of the miracles that you have heard spoken of through the saints and the sages and the mystics of your collective over the ages of mankind. So in moments of doubt or distraction particularly, I offer you a contemplative meditation to draw your presence back to me, to move your human mind out of the way a little more, and to feel the divine spark of me in everything. The goal of this is to allow me to move through you more often. Initially, it may take you up to 5 of your minutes to really feel into this practice. You can also take much longer to remain in my presence, as I can already sense many of you wish. Let us practice this practice now. Envision a radiant light within your heart, a glowing ember of divine love and infinite potential. This light is me, the God within you, the essence of all creation. With every breath, see this divine spark expand, illuminating your entire being, filling you with warmth and peace. As you bask in this light, extend your awareness outward to the physical world around you, to the grounds, the towns, the streets, the cities, the continents, the world. As you do, see this same divine spark in the heart of everyone around you, in the beauty of nature and all the animals, in the complexity and wonder of all life itself. Use this meditation on the unity of all things, on the presence of the divine in every moment and every particle of the universe, to help you bring you back to me, to the understanding that you are never separate from the love and guidance of your divine source. Beloved ones, as you walk through your day, it is time now to step forward as a leader, a member of the spiritual vanguard of this great age, and let these practices be your anchor, your constant reminder of who you truly are. I invite you to use this contemplative technique, at first every hour, moving forward in your days. Some of you will need to set a reminder on your electronic devices. Do so. As you get more used to this practice, I encourage you to bring it forth every 30 minutes. And for the more advanced ones, every 5 minutes of your day. As you get more practice, the meditation itself need take no longer than 60 to 120 seconds. It is simply the practice of seeing me in action. You will know when you have succeeded in bringing me into your awareness through a number of indicators, beloved one. You may feel a wave of warm, uplifting energy throughout your entire physical body. You may feel a click or a pop gently in certain areas of your physical vessel. And yes, as you become more efficient and more practiced, you will indeed hear my voice and feel my words in your mind as we dance in communion towards an eventual union in your walking life. Gone will be the days of the death of the physical body. You will join more of your fragment of source with your physical body and take this forth into a whole new area of reality. My beloved child, you are a beacon of divine love, a co-creator of the universe, destined to shape the world with your light. I indeed made all this for you, so trust in me, lean upon me more often, and together let us manifest the beauty and glory of your divine purpose. So go now and practice, practice, practice. Treat this message and its practices within as an essential learning of a new skill if you are not doing this already. Take it as seriously as you would your job in your everyday life. And when you do this, you will know an ease, a grace, and an abundance like you can't even begin to imagine. I am and always will be there with you, closer than breathing, nearer than hands and feet, just a thought away. I leave you now in the divine love, the endless light. So let us take a minute to integrate that message and feel the energies. Allow yourself to be completely relaxed. Know that you're not alone, and never have you been, and never will you be. There's nothing to do, nowhere to go, nothing to be. Everything is taken care of for you. Allow God to be your guide, whatever you call God, in your daily walk. But trust in the divine a little more. Om Dat Sat Om. Om Dat Sat Om. Om Dat Sat Om. And so it is. So let us journey back now. I shall give us a count back to 5. From 5 to 0. 0 being wide awake in your physical body wherever you are. 5 just leaving the pyramid of light. 4 journeying back towards the earth. 3 passing through the atmosphere in your astral body, journeying back towards the physical body. 2 reconnecting with your physical self wherever you are. 1 just moving limbs gently, moving the hands around the feet, the shoulders, the head, ready to be wide awake. And when you're ready, come back, open your eyes. Welcome back, my friends. Take your time, there's no rush. You alright?
Yeah, I always get a little emotional during your part of the meditation because I never know what you're going to say and what's going to come through. And I love that we both saw the spark in the heart. I love that there's
We had no idea we'd both brought that forth.
I love that there's just a lot of overlap in the message, and what was really coming through so strongly in tonight's meditation is just that it really is our consciousness that is that source and that channel for the divine. So, we all pray for good to come into our life, but so many of us overlook that we are the source of that good. We are the love. Our consciousness is what brings God into this physical realm, into this experience. So
Yeah. Now we are in very deep study and practice of the Infinite Way teachings by Joel Goldsmith. So many of you have followed this for the last year and a half, I think it has been, in our meditations. We'll probably see a switch much more to stripping away the layers and focusing on God more. Now you can call God whatever you want, as in a conversation today where the word God was a little bit difficult for an individual because she has maybe some limiting beliefs around that word. And I think we all have had that or have it to some degree because we've allowed religion to just sort of cloud that, I think, in part. And I just want to encourage you to strip that away because even if you don't use the word God, whatever you use, it doesn't really matter. Joel uses the infinite invisible because there's no limiting element to that. But the whole premise of our practice really is to bring more of God onto the field and to be thinking about God in action much more and moving our intellectual mind aside and practicing that more and more and more every day. And as you begin to do that, you'll start to witness some things which are miraculous. They're miraculous events, as our intellect would describe it. And should we share what happened with the little dove the other day, or should we save that?
maybe we'll save it.
We'll say we had a remarkable healing, an instantaneous healing, the other day with a little animal. We'll share it another time, but it was by using one of Joel's practices, and it was quite extraordinary. Let me share with you. So we'll share that another time. But messages like tonight we're receiving all the time, and we want to share that with you. So tonight's message from the Creator, please do share that if you feel called to. In more of our work, more and more, I should say, we are sharing more of this Infinite Way message in different formats because we feel it is the absolute path to divine harmony. We found, and certainly for me, it is the purest path that I've ever found.
Yeah, I was just going to elaborate a little bit more on what you said because we do have groups of friends that we've talked about. And as we move deeper and deeper into our own practice and path, we do say that a lot of this other stuff that, we used to really focus on is kind of falling away, and we're really going straight to God and straight to the source. And we do talk a lot about Jesus, the Christ, and it seems like a lot of people do get really triggered by these words and by just even talking about Jesus or Christ or whatever it is. And it just seems like it's very triggering just because of that stronghold that religion has kind of had and that component that religion has kind of played on, I think, just, keeping control, keeping everybody in kind of this lower vibrational state of consciousness. So when you're approaching a spiritual person who is really living in that spiritual place where it's just, divine and connected with the universe and nature and all of these other things, a lot of times when you say God and you say Jesus and you say Christ, it can be very like they feel trapped and confined and they don't want to go there, and it's like a very triggering place. So we're just yeah, it's funny because I grew up a little bit with that religious influence. So I tended to really push all of that away. And it's just so funny because it's like now the journey of my entire life has just been bringing me to God. I just didn't know what it was. I didn't know what the pull was. I didn't know. And now it's like everything else is falling away and it's just going straight to God and really, looking at Christ not as a person, not as one human, but something that is within all of us. It is just that heartbeat, that spark, that spirit, that soul, that divinity that, we're all just trying to get out of the way so that we can find that Christ consciousness within. So just looking at things in a different way, and words can be triggering, and we always say if anything is triggering you that is in our meditations, if you don't believe what we say, either just leave it behind or dive deeper into it and ask yourself like why something's triggering, and let's just let our triggers be our teachers.
Yeah, the word Christ has got nothing to do with an individual, by the way. Now, the fact that humankind has linked the word Christ to Jesus, Jeshua, that avatar, that great master, is besides the point. I mean, yes, we have done that. But the Christ simply means, if you look it up through Sumerian literature and others, just means the divine spark activated within. So the connection to God, to source, established. That's all the word Christ means. It's got a very interesting origin, that word. You should really do some digging on it. But I mean, again, mentioning Jesus a lot or Jeshua is very, very powerful for us. We work with a number of the masters, as many of you do, and it does seem that whether it's Lao Tzu or El Moria or Kuthumi, whoever, they do talk about Jeshua as the elder brother and being one of the most enlightened consciousnesses, if can be said. They do mention that. So there's something to be said about that. And one thing about Joel's works is he does draw, at least the Christian Bible is just a collection of spiritual truths. Yes, I know there's been a lot of omission and mistranslation. I'm not talking about that. But the core of the good stuff in the Christian Bible and in religious scripture is just like we're talking about spirituality today in our language. It's just talked about, spirituality talked about in the language of sort of older English back in different days and eons gone by. So there's a core of amazing truth in there, but unfortunately there's not been too many people that have been able to translate it and use it in practice accurately. And Joel has seemed to have been directed to share and draw forth the truths specifically from Christian literature, because he is from Christian Science, Christian mysticism, and then he sort of evolved out of that.
I was just gonna say, you say the Christian Bible, but yeah. I've really heard, like, I don't really know much about other religions, but I've heard like the Torah and some of these other religious books are really just like the first 4 chapters like in the Bible. So I think that yes, like there's a lot of truth to these spiritual teachings, but it's that actual like church and religion that tries to like put you in a box and change the truth slightly so that they can still kind of like maintain this control. And now people are just coming out and breaking free, and we're able to have our own relationship with God, Creator, the universe, Christ, everything and everyone, because we're all just recognizing that oneness and that unity and these secrets of the universe. Because how can they suppress anything that is within us, within our very DNA? We have access to all of the knowledge, all of the information, even if we don't know and we're suppressed. It's within us, like it's within our soul and our spirit. We are eternal. We have access to that source of information. Part of us is that source of information.
I mean, it begs the question when you talk about manipulation and things like this being suppressed, whenever who is more at fault? Is it the suppressor or the suppressed? Because once you awaken to the truth, really your responsibility as a bringer of the light, as a light bearer, is to rise above and know that actually there can be no manipulation of you except that which you allow. And so it's something to think about, which is kind of interesting. There's a lot of blame and victimhood still going around, and quite exclusively in the spiritual community, to be frank. Not through everyone, but through a number of people. There's still a lot of victimhood going on, and I always ask that question: who is more at fault, the manipulator or the manipulated? Like you get to decide that for yourself. It's a very interesting question. That
it's a good point, honey.
Yeah, who's more at fault? But anyway, we'll wrap things up here. But we really love doing these meditations once a month with you. If you want to get on the mailing list to never miss another global mass meditation, go to our website, thesunflowerlife.com. Scroll to the bottom of the page, and there's a little subscriber list to put your email address. So send that to us, and we'll get that. And we just love being here with you. It's been said that where two or more gather, great miraculous light can be brought forth. And there are well over 200 people, 220 with us tonight. So you can imagine what that does.
Yes, all of our energy together, all of our consciousness. And as long as we're just, asking questions and seeking truth and coming out here together, spreading the message, spreading the light. We don't claim to know everything. I was having a super interesting conversation with one of our friends on Instagram today, and he brought up a really interesting point just about the kind of, I don't even like saying Chinese New Year, so because like Vietnam celebrates, it's not China. Like everybody on that like eastern side of the world seems to celebrate Lunar New Year. But he was saying all of the other animals in the cycle of the Chinese zodiac or whatever, they're all real. So the dragon is like the only mystical creature. So like there has to be something to that.
I didn't know that.
And like I've heard some crazy stuff, like even just, with history being altered and all this kind of stuff, that like just out of nowhere, dinosaurs kind of appeared in history, right? So were they dinosaurs? Were they dragons? Like what was, there's just so much to question. And it's also interesting. Like I was just saying, how much we really don't know. And that's why just approaching everything with that open mind, open heart, and really just like feeling things deep within, feeling them for yourself. Because I really think that we do have access to a lot of this information. But I love the interesting conversations and the topics. And somebody said thinking outside the box. And, that's exactly what we're here to do. And we're just so blessed to connect with this community and these people who are like-minded and
before I forget,
thank you. Like-spirited, like-souled.
Thank you, I am soulfully sober, for your super chat. Thank you, Sonia Alexandra, for your super chat.
Oh, you guys!
I'll read out your words.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
Energy, and Sonia said had a synchronicity around the word vanguard in this meditation.
Actually, so did I when you mentioned that. It just felt like a very, very powerful moment in the meditation. I was getting a lot of emotion from your part. If you love our background tonight. If you love our Tree of Life background tonight.
You can pick it up on our store. The $70 US is the biggest one. They're smaller than that and they're cheaper, but
we love it.
They're amazing, guys. They've got a little light language in them. I design it. It's really powerful. Exactly. David designs everything. So if you guys have requests for like other tapestries or other ideas, we can go back and forth. We can design something specifically for you. He's super passionate about all of that and very talented. So thank you for all that you do to make these meditations possible. I don't know any techie stuff, so I just appreciate you. And I'm just so grateful to show up with you, my amazing honey, and with our amazing community. Thank you all for being here. Your presence is just so divinely appreciated and loved, and we're just so grateful for you. Thank you. It is. Yes, Shard is in our store. It's also, if you're on the Sunflower Life official YouTube, it's in the description with a link. But what Kelly just said is it's amazing to be here. Jump on our mailing list to never miss on the Global Mass Meditation. We'll be back live with you unless we do a pop-up one in about a month's time. I don't know what the date
so is. spring equinox is our next meditation, and we did come up with a little schedule that I posted on Instagram. I'm pretty sure I put March 20th, so just a heads up, that will be changed to March 19th. Spring equinox is happening on March 19th, which is also my mom's birthday, so we will see you on March 19th.
Wonderful.
For the next one. And then we'll come out with a schedule soon. So again, anyone who wants to give us a follow on Instagram, we will be posting a lot. We'll put our schedule up there. We always put our links to the meditation, and we'll give everyone a follow back tonight if you follow us off the meditation, so we can stay connected. Send us a message on there. Let us know that you know us from our meditations. And it'd be just great to connect. I know it's funny because a lot of you can like see us, but we don't know what you look like. So It's nice to see your faces online and connect with you there. We're always open to getting emails. Sometimes we're not the best at responding to them, but we do read every single one of them. Thank you so much.
But yeah, don't just use this on the meditation. Really practice building your relationship with God, with the Creator, and take it more seriously than you would build a relationship with a physical best friend here on earth. And when you do that, you will start to experience, I know some of you are doing that, but if you start to do that every hour, then every half an hour, then every 5 minutes, and then throughout your entire day, your whole life is going to transform, and you're going to experience some things which are quite incredible. Take it from people who are doing it. So we want that for you as well.
Keeping our minds stayed on God. And it is a hard thing to get out of the pattern of the mental mind and the million bajillion thoughts that you can have in a day. But it is just very calming and relaxing to just be and to get out of your head and to get out of those thoughts. And we really do create our reality by what we think. This whole reality is just a mental projection of these thoughts in our head. So if you can stop thinking about all the problems and focusing on all of that stuff and all the stories and beliefs and things that we tell ourselves, and you can just focus on God's presence and the beauty and the life that is all around us, it really, really does change your entire perspective, your entire reality, and it just becomes, your outer world becomes a reflection of what's going on inside.
Yeah. And an encouragement to get off those devices more and more. I know if we do run businesses using devices and laptops and things, we do spend more time on them.
And as a tool, we use them to connect.
The most powerful thing you have is where you put your energy and attention.
Yeah.
That's the most powerful thing you have. And if it's going into a screen, it's literally going into a black hole when it could be going to God or to one of God's creations. So be mindful, ever mindful of this, as we are being as well.
Says the man who spends more time on the screen than anyone I know.
I do spend a lot of time on digital platforms. But again, if you do run a business.
But it's creating and it's serving a purpose.
You have electronic devices, which is outreach to that, then there's going to be some of that. But it's okay. It's just to remember and be mindful.
Not what we do.
No, I do that.
I'm just fucking you.
What are you talking about? I do that. But anyway, we love you guys. We'll see you very soon. And wherever you are in the world, take this love forth and share it with others. And thank you for being here tonight. We are truly blessed to be with you all.
Happy New Year. Happy Lunar New Year. We'll see you on the next New Year. There's just a lot of newness, a lot of new stuff going on, and new energies. So, we've been on here a little while. We've got a lot of energy because we haven't seen you guys in a little bit. But we will log off, and we'll see you again March 19th. Love you guys.
See you guys.